thing was this is how a lot of single mothers tend to talk to their kids. Now, here's the thing. That is not teaching a woman, your daughter, or her daughters, I should say, how to live a soft life. That's a very hard life. If you have to yell at your children in order for them to get them moving, there's something you did wrong in the past.
But I don't have to. Do you have the clip to show the clip? Because me personally, tell you from up north, like the demeanor that she had is not like get up, get choked. Like it's not that. It's hey let's get up. It's time to go to school. Like it's firm. There's no cracks in the system. It's you knew when you went to bed you had to get up. So it's time to get up.
See the video.
Let's go to school. Stop fucking playing with me. That's how she was doing it. But when it comes to a family home household, they think that the black single mother is aggressive. They feel as if, she's cursing at her kids, call CPS. Oh well, she's yelling at her kids to tell her kids to get
I got the clip. I got the clip. Let me play the clip for you real quick.
All right, bet.
Hold on. All right. Hold up. All right.
Glasses on so you can see some shit. Let's go. Okay. The little break over with.
So, all right, let's just stop there. You think that that's a proper way to talk to your children?
Yes. Because it's being stern.
So let's rewind that real quick.
Like you knew when you went to sleep, you were probably on the phone because if you play the clip, you see she grabs her phone.
Hold on.
School day. Let's get the fuck up.
Yes.
Come on.
You see she grabbed her phone. You see she grabbed her phone. So that
you do not have to talk to your kids like that in order to get your kids out of school.
That she knew that she had to go to school that
Doesn't
night.
matter.
She had
Still
her
a child.
Means she stayed up all night. Responsibility. She is not no little kid. She has to be all of probably like 10, 11, if not older.
Can I see the whole video though? Let me see the whole video.
All right, let's go.
Put my fucking glasses on so you can see some shit. Let's go. Okay. The little break over with. You ain't got to think about shit. Just go on in and get up or about shit. Just get the fuck up. What? I ain't loud. Get. You ready? Come on. Got that bonnet on. That's what I love. Come on. It's time to go to school though. Yo, break over with. Let's go. It's school day, boo. Fuck up. Don't fight me. I fight back. Oh, get on up. No, come on, baby. You look beautiful getting up in the morning. Let's go. Excuse me, boo. Hello. Is you there? I don't know what you did, but time to get the fuck on up, boo. It's school day. Let's get it. I ain't never been this happy in the morning, but yes, sir. Let's go. Hey.
All right. So that's the clip.
I don't know.
And think that's okay?
I can't fathom really talking to kids like that. I got nieces and nephews. Right. I don't really talk to them like that. She talking to them like they grown. Like that's how I would wake you and Kay up. Like that's how I would wake my homegirls up. Like, all right, we got ish to do. Get the F up.
Mm-hmm. But you see, she's a single mom too.
Though.
What's that got to do with anything?
And I think that means that you should be a place of peace. And that's chaotic. That's not peace. That's chaotic.
As a mother, what I'm trying to get y'all to understand as a mother, there's kids that like to play, and she knows her kids. So she knows if you look in the first clip, again, as I was stating, these kids knew that they had to go to school. Again, if you look in that first clip with the daughter, and she sat there, she was in the bed, what she said, put your glasses on. You knew you had to go to school, but you see she had to get that phone up too.
I didn't see her pick up no phone.
Yeah.
The phone was on beside the child's
leg. It doesn't matter if there was a phone. It doesn't matter if there was food. It doesn't matter whatever it is. You do not talk to your children that way.
Yeah,
you see, and I think we normalize that.
Let's go to school.
Let's go.
Right. But how are you teaching your daughter how to be soft? How are you teaching your daughter how to be soft talking to your child like that?
We said kids. We have
they're
different types
kids.
of kids. You have
Yeah,
your daughters
that's
and you
weird.
got like sons. Now, when it comes to my sons, I'm talking to my sons like my sons.
That's
Like,
weird.
get up,
What does
son.
that? What does that mean?
What do you mean? My sons are my best friends. My daughter is my friend. Regardless, I'm still the parent, and I
Your
still
sons
have
are
to
not your friends.
understand. You still got to understand that I have no male in the household, so I am her. So at the end of the day, these kids are gonna play with you.
You should be her and not her and him.
You can't be, because kids are going to play with you, just like your kid.
I got kids.
I bet you.
I got 3 kids.
And there's something that, if there's something that you don't like, that let me reverse. If it's something that the mother says, oh, you can't have, or something of that sort, kids are very manipulative. They will find a way to still get what they want. But I bet you they go to you, which is the father. And what do you say? It's what your mother say. Or, yeah, sure, you can have it. We, as single parents, we don't have that extra parent. So we're telling you to get up and you're still laying down, or you're covering yourself up as if that girl did, because her mother definitely said get up, pulled the covers back, and she pulled the covers back. That's defiance, which means now get that ass up.
Are they adopted? Like, are they adopted? Did she just get them at
They need to
at
give
that
them
age?
kids back if she was
Give birth to them
adopted.
and have them the whole time? Like,
No,
what are we talking about?
They were
If she
probably,
had them the whole time, why did she not raise them to know to? Child, I can't.
Because
I can't
you are your own person.
That's
Like
weird to me.
everybody.
No, that's very weird to me.
Y'all don't
That's very
understand.
weird to me.
Kids are their own.
I'm not
person.
a parent, and I don't think I can even chime in.
Exactly.
That's odd to me. I don't
Kids
understand
are
the
their
concept
own
of a
person.
child. Why feel the need to talk to a child like that? Why?
Kids are their
You
own
had
person.
all of this time to prepare them to get up. That's your whole thing. Your only job as a parent is to raise these children to integrate into society. Why would you do that in a way that belittles them by cursing at them as children? Are they going to go to work now and expect to be scolded because they're not doing what they know they're supposed to do for whatever reasons?
But see, y'all see that, but y'all don't even see the love that's in there. Like, that's nothing.
No one cares about. No one cares.
That's
No one
in
cares
there.
about that
What
love.
is she
This-
saying, and how is she saying it? Why is that equivalent to love to you?
Black mother, but y'all
Why
don't
does
even
that
see
sound like
the
love to you,
aspect
Sandy?
of it. On there's no
Sandy.
male. The male
Let's
is
take
the
it back.
aspect of the
Let's
whole
take it back.
home.
Let's
So
take it back.
I bet you, if the father was to
Let's
come
take
in
it
that
back.
house and say, "Hey, yo, oh, y'all get up, it's time to go to school."
Sandy,
They up, but
Sandy.
there is no male in that home.
Why
So
does that
kids
look
are
like
sitting-
love to you?
Kids are going to sit there and play with the females, no different than a dog, in which the puppies will sit there and bark and bite and all of this. But when that mother of that dog, or that father of the dog, or the oldest dog, they straighten right up.
Sandy, why
They
does that look
straighten
like love
on
to
up.
you?
And there's
Why
no
does that look
difference.
like love to you, Sandy?
That's what I'm saying is different. There's different aspects of love. You can't just say,
Why
oh,
does
love
that
is-
look like
this
love
is
to
only
you?
love. You only get
How
hugs
does
and
that
kisses.
sound like love to you? Why does that feel like love
Because
to
you're
you?
putting in sternness. You're letting them know this is what you have to do.
You can be stern without cursing. Why does
And
that
at
feel
the
like
end of
love
the
to
day,
you?
if you look at the statistics, there are so many educated people that use curse words than other words.
To children.
Either
To children.
or.
I curse all the time. I don't
Either
speak like
or.
that to children. I don't start. I would never
Get
start
y'all
my
asses
nieces and
up.
nephews'
Let's
day
go.
off talking about get the F up, get off your. I'm not talking to
Get up
children
off
like
your
that.
ass. Y'all
That's
been
crazy.
sitting here.
That's not
Y'all
love.
been sitting here on
That's
y'all been
not
off
love,
of school
Andy.
for
That's not
almost 3
affection.
months.
That's not how you.
Let's
That's not how we
get
need to
that
be
ass up. Let's
parented.
go to school.
No,
Let's
that's
go.
no.
Mommy is tired.
That's
We've
chaos.
been here all this time. It's time to get
Sandy, that is
educated.
chaos, my
Let's
love.
go.
That's chaos, my love. That's not
It's not
okay.
chaos.
It's
It's
their
not.
chaos. It's
It's
normal.
not.
Sandy, do you believe there's another way to look at things other than the way you know things to be?
There is, but
So-
again, that goes back
so
to if you cannot tell me how to raise a kid if you don't have a kid, because you don't know.
But I do, right? I do have a kid.
The regulations of what it means to have a kid, and it's just like, I'm not trying to cut you off, but you also gotta listen, just like I had to listen, because at the end of the day, you're a single family household. You grew up as a single family household.
I didn't grow up as a single family. I grew up with a single mother too. I grew up with a single mother
Did
too.
you not just say that your step? Who was it? I think it was you, Tay. You said that you grew up in the household with your stepmother, right?
You said I grew up in a household with my stepmother?
Yeah, your father and your
Yeah.
stepmother. Okay, so that was you. You.
Either way,
Yeah.
we know who you're talking about. Me. I grew up with a single mother,
Uh-huh.
and it was 3 of us. It wasn't just
Uh-huh.
one,
Uh-huh.
right? And let me tell you something. And let me make sure my mom is not watching right now
No, I want her to watch
because
because
I got
I would
I
prefer her
got
to watch
so
because at the end of the
no.
day,
So
it's
hold on.
only
Let me
a
tell you. Let me
mother
tell.
that is gonna allow
Let
that's
me
gonna
tell you. Let me
open up
tell you
the eyes of
something.
the son. It's only
Let
gonna
me
be the
tell.
truth of the mother that's
Let
gonna
me
open
tell you
the eyes
something.
of
No,
the son and let you
let
know
me
that you
no.
actually
It's
is
the truth
true.
of a father that needs to open up the eyes of a son. But let me tell you. Let me tell you something. My mother talked to us like that, right? And what it did was created a resentment in women with me. It made me feel as if that's how black women are. And that's what I had to deal with and tolerate when I dealt with disrespect from black women because I felt normalized by being cursed out by a mother that tried to get me up in the morning, but because she was stressed out because there was no father in the home, it felt as if the burden had to be put on my back. So yes, that's what single mothers tend to do to their boy children. Their daughters, in return, tends to pick up their ways and treat the men like how the mothers treated the kids in the household. That's what
Clock
that
it.
happens when you
Clock it.
talk to your children like that.
Clock it.
No.
Clock it.
So you think it's love
Clock
because
it.
that's all you
Because
know,
y'all see
That's
but
it.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Y'all
It
see
That
a
is
doesn't.
clip and y'all
violence.
think that that's just period point blank period. That's just how
That
she
is
speaks to her kids in
necessity
general.
wrapped in
Like y'all saw
violence.
one clip, y'all don't even know she took the kids to school, gave the kids a
Don't
hug, and
care.
the kids
One
said,
clip is all we
"Oh,
need to
have
see.
a
Not the
wonderful
point.
day."
That's not the point. That's
It's
not.
still
She's
love
obviously doing
regardless.
what she needs to do. Nobody's saying she's not doing what she needs to do. Nobody's saying she's not a good mom. All I'm saying is the way that she is coming at those children is not going to be conducive for them in adulthood because it is violent. It is not wrapped in love. It is wrapped in necessity.
It's giving
With
softness.
there's no softness there.
It is
Okay, so
because
yeah, and that's why
it's
our
giving,
community
That's
is
it.
so
Why do
hard.
you perceive that
it's
as
giving softness
softness?
because
That's
the
not
world is
healthy,
not soft.
Sandy.
The world
That's
is
not
not soft,
healthy.
and the world is not soft.
So if a
So
father
why
could walk
not
in the
have
room,
softness in the home? She's
You
literally
can have
giving them up
softness in
to
the
go
home,
to
but
the world.
you can have
Why
softness in
not
the
give
home,
them
but you
soft?
still have to teach your kids the hardness of the
You're
life
right.
of the
I
world.
don't have kids.
That's
Not
the
my
whole
daughter.
point. Like
I ain't got a
you
daughter.
can have a soft home, and then once you have that soft home, they step out in the hardship of the world. Then now you got a baby that's in the bubble in the bubble.
Okay,
No, you gotta
or
teach
you
them
understand, or
what's
you
going
grow up
on
to
because you say
understand
that
the
you don't want
harshness
your kids
of the
to curse.
world,
But
and
when
you
you step
decide that
outside
you don't
these
want to go
doors, I
home
bet you
because
10
there's no
times these
softness
kids
there.
are out here cursing. They might not curse in front of you, but outside of these doors, these kids are cursing. We can only control what happens inside of our home
And
because
when
once
they
these
grow
kids step
up,
out in society, then that's when society raises them. So if I'm
but
sitting
when
here
those
cursing
kids
at
grow
you,
up,
not only am I telling you that you need to get your ass up, now I'm sitting here letting you know that you're not going to play with me. You already knew that you had to get up. This is not my first time. That was her second and third time telling that little girl that she needed to get up.
Sandy, my
Like,
heart
it's
breaks for you right
multiple
now.
aspects to that clip that y'all, as a single person with no kids, you as a two-parent household with a kid
Okay.
with kids, and me as
Because you relate
a
does not make
kid
you.
does not
doesn't
understand.
make it okay.
It doesn't
It
matter
does
if
not make
it's
it
okay.
okay,
It's
Sandy.
the
I
correlation
love
with how
you.
she
I
has to
do,
raise
but
the
you're breaking
kids.
my heart. You're
It's
breaking
all in
my heart.
how you have to raise the kids. For
That is
example,
not how you.
when
Please,
Ari's
please,
over here and she doing what she needs to do, and I'm telling her to stop. I say, Ari, stop. That is my 1-year-old daughter. Then she wants to
Sandy.
sit here, look back at me, and keep going. Ari, stop messing with that.
And
She
I'm not saying soft.
she
I'm
said,
not even
Ari,
saying
leave it the
soft
fuck
parent.
alone. And what does she
But
And
do?
then,
She drops it and then she keeps going. You can only do it so
so
many
do you?
times.
So
It's not
Sandy, wait a minute,
it's not
wait a
screaming
minute,
to the
Sandy,
child that I am your mother. You're going to
Sandy,
listen to me. As the old folks used to
Sandy.
say, do as I
Let me give
say,
you
not
another
as I
way.
do.
Let me let me give you another way that you could do that with your daughter, and I hope this helps you, right? To
I
where
don't
you are
need
not.
help.
Hold.
you
Okay,
need
okay.
help.
Well, I hope this helps.
Girl, you don't
I
need
hope this helps. I hope this helps someone watching, right? There's a way that you can do that. If you say, "Daughter, put that down," and she says, she looks at you and continues to play with it because that's what kids do, right? You can now get up remove yourself from where you are. You see, this is what parents are supposed to do.
Right, and then
Get
when you
up.
do that,
Hold on,
she
hold on,
goes
hold
right
on,
back.
hold on, hold on for a minute. You get up, you sit down with your child, you get to their level, and you talk to your child, and you let them know why you're saying to stop. You give them what you're doing is instilling
Installing,
boundaries in them.
installing.
No, it's not installing.
When
Installing
I'm
is what you do to the
installing, what I'm
equipment.
saying, I'm
It's in,
install. You want me to install this into her, and it's not who
No,
she is.
no,
instill it. He's saying
I don't want
instill it.
you to install anything because that's
Yeah.
not the
I
right
understand
word.
what instill means, Tay. Listen to the wordplay. Install.
Well, he was
Means
still
I have.
finishing his
But
his
but
sentence.
let me finish. Let me just finish this
Go
part real
ahead.
quick. And I'll go to my daughter and I would talk to my daughter on her level and let her know why. And yes, she might do it again and again and again. But eventually she's going to remember my daddy is telling me this for a reason, or my mommy is telling me this for a reason. And it's going to become common nature to her, as it does to all men and women,
It's not.
that is not, unless your child has some type of chemical imbalance mentally, then yeah, that's a little different. And should you get that child checked out? Yes. But
And
if
if
as
you
long
had
as your
that
child
child
is
checked out,
normal, as long as your child is normal,
I'll say normal.
then eventually,
there's
well,
no
as long,
such thing
okay,
as
you're right.
normal.
All right. As long as your child thinks like the average person, eventually they will get it. And they will say, you know what? There's a reason why my mommy said, no, don't touch this, and I won't touch it anymore. It happens. This is parenting. But get the fuck up. That's not going to help your child do
So you're
anything
telling
but
me
be angry.
That's
This is
why.
why kids
it's
run away
not
from their houses.
no. It's
That's
not.
why I asked
If
if they
it's
were fosters.
consistent, if it's consistent, like every day, all day is yelling, cussing, fussing, understood. But if I'm telling my daughter again, stop messing with that, I get up, I remove her, I talk to her, and she goes back and does it again, and I remove her again. I'm not gonna keep doing
Okay,
that.
so I
Stop
get
messing with it
that,
before you get
but
electrocuted.
that's why I asked to see the whole clip. In the whole clip,
Different.
she spoke to each child like that initially. It was completely unprompted when she started coming into the room, yanking off the covers and saying, "Get the F up, you know it's time for
That
school."
wasn't for all of them. That wasn't for
That was
all
She
of
for
did
them.
it to
each and
all
every
three of them.
No,
single
it
one of
All three
them.
wasn't.
kids.
And she had specific idioms for each and every one of them. Run the
It wasn't
video
for
back.
all of them. Because even the one when she took the covers off, she said, "Oh, I like it. You got your bonnet on. I like to
And
see
still
that."
cussed at him. And still cussed at him.
Regardless, some people
And gave
curse.
aggression. That's not softness. That is delusion. That woman
That
needs
is
therapy.
not.
That
That is
woman needs
not.
therapy. And you
Delusion
do
is not
too.
understanding the concept that each person is different and you
Concept.
got to raise each person differently. That's the
But she
delusion.
had all
The
of those years
delusion
to
comes
do
from
that. She
not
should have been
understanding
started
that when you
that.
have to raise your child, that there's different places that you
She
have
should
to
have been
take. There's
started
different
that.
forms, there's different
If
words that
she
you have to use when it comes to a child. For example,
if
the
she
same
just
way that
got those
the same way
children
that I
and
talk to
she
my
never
kids,
knew them
I know
before
that I
that,
can't talk to another kid like that because they might have something going on. Like I said, my kid is my kid. Everybody raises their kid differently. Not one time have I heard, "Mommy, I hate you." Not one time have I heard, "F you, mom." I curse around my kid. I don't give two fucks. I really don't. But as soon as they say that, I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you this one time. Do as I say, not as I do. That is a bad word. Don't say that again. Okay, mommy. They don't say it again.
and
Regardless.
that is not a good way to raise a child. I'm
There's
sorry.
still, so you're telling me,
It's toxic.
nope. You're
It's
telling me
toxic.
that when they go outside these doors, they're not going to hear no curse words.
Doesn't
That's
matter
not
what they
the
hear
point,
outside. It
girl.
You're
matters is
telling
You
what
me,
you
should
teach
tell
them.
them and make them
because you got to
God,
understand.
what is
Listen.
going on? Are you am I talking to the
Because
camera? Like
what do you
what?
mean? What's going on?
That's your
We're
job
in
to
a
tell them what's
society
going
where they
on
do
out
nothing
there.
but
Why do
fussing,
you think
cussing,
that you
and
have to
starting
be
to negativity.
outside? Why do you think you have to be outside in the house? What
What do
is
you mean
that?
they're going outside? They're not going to be stuck in the house
What
24/7.
on earth is going on here?
They're not these kids are not stuck in the house 24/7. They
Girl,
go
that's
out
not
to
the
school.
point. That's not the point. You need to be
That is
home to
the
the
point.
kids, not
When you have a
outside
kid, you
to the
have to
kids.
raise your kid for society. Do you not?
Yo,
Breaking
You
my
have
Sandy,
to raise
your
your
neighbors
kid
are gonna call the police on you because you're yelling so loud.
Do you not?
breaking my heart.
You have to understand that when you walk out these doors, that There's people outside that want nothing but harm done to your kid. You
They
gotta
can
understand
that, and you because
you
of
go
that,
outside these doors and you got a white
they
man sitting
need
outside.
love
You
at
think
home.
you think you're gonna allow your kid to walk down the street? No, you're gonna hold on, baby. You're
It's
gonna teach
because
them
of that
be
they
cautious
need
of
that
their
love at
surroundings,
home.
correct?
They need softness. Where are they gonna get
So
softness
at
from,
the end of
Sandy?
the day,
Okay,
Where are they gonna get it from? You said
okay.
it's not outside.
So check this out, right?
In the home,
Check.
but you also have the heart.
Hold on,
said
Sandy.
it's
1
not
second,
outside.
Sandy.
Just as soon as you teach them
Sandy.
that softness,
Sandy, let me get the mic, Sandy, real quick.
they're not gonna know how to handle it.
Sandy, let me get the mic. All right, look, you see this question. You see this right here, right? Don't touch the stove because it's hot. Don't touch. Kid does it again and gets burnt and never touches the stove again, right? So basically, hold on. Now, let me show you something. How many
There's a point.
children actually touch the stove and get burned after you tell them not to touch the stove? I have 3 children, 3 boys that have never been burnt by touching the stove because I had constant conversations without yelling at them, without screaming at them, about staying away from the things of danger. To this day, and I'm making a daily reminder to my children to have self-preservation and how important their bodies are and how important that without having to yell at them to tell them don't touch the stove. I literally just have a conversation because they're smart enough to understand that eventually I could get burnt. I even show my kids videos of what burns look like, of what people that get shot look like, of what these things, the dangers in the outside world look like without having to tell them, hey, let's go outside and find a shooting. I don't have to do that.
Yep.
I just need to constantly talk to my children, which is what I do without yelling at them, without beating them, I don't have to do that. 2-parent household or not.
And see, the difference between that is you're telling them about getting shot. I'm teaching my kids how to fix a wound. That's the difference. I'm survival.
So you're getting your kids ready for war.
What? So you want them to get shot?
It's not necessarily war. It's life.
I teach them to stay away from danger. No,
it's life. It's life. It's life. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people die. A lot of parents die because they didn't
That is your life, Sandy, and it shouldn't be theirs.
That's not everybody's life.
That is. Everybody.
That's your life, Sandy. And
not everybody gets shot.
That's not my life.
You're telling me you would rather take a kid. Just call 911 instead of teaching them how to do CPR and call 911. That's what you're telling me? That's what you're telling me.
No, that's completely not what nobody's telling
different.
You.
That's not what we're saying.
You're teaching them how to survive.
We're talking about providing softness in the household and not cursing at your children.
I'm teaching my kids.
We're talking about providing softness in your household. Mingo brought up the point that he brought up to indicate that you can instill these things in your child. So by the time they get to this age, if in fact they're not getting up, they already have it instilled that there are consequences to that. You don't have to sit here and wake your children up abruptly, cursing at them for them to understand that they need to go to school and handle their responsibilities.
Again,
they need softness in the household because of the fact. Let me finish. They need softness in the household because of the fact that it's wicked outside. You can educate your children to the wickedness without actually being the wickedness that you're saying is out there. You don't have to be an example of that. When you're cursing and bringing that violence first thing in the morning, that's exactly what you're doing. And you're excusing it because it's outside of the world too. That's nonsense. If you're home, then you're home. What that does is it breeds a legacy in the children that grow up, especially young men that don't want to go home because there's no fucking difference. What's the difference? You're talking about dressing a wound that a person should not even have.
It's a big difference because at the end of the day, you gotta understand outside you have nobody loves you out there. Inside is nothing but love and hardship.
They can understand that while you give them love.
At the end of the day, the shit that's outside,
you're not wrong for
the hardship
Sandy,
that's outside, and the softness that's inside, the kids are not gonna be prepared for what's gonna be outside at all. So you have to do that.
They're not if you're not preparing them. You don't need to prepare
mothers. We have to teach our kids. Outside, they let them know what the Caucasians want them to know. Like I said, when it comes to us as mothers, we are the first the only educators when it comes to our kids. We
You
are the ones
are
that
breeding
teach our
children
kids what
to
hurts and
adapt
what
to a
doesn't hurt,
society that
what you
should
have
not
to do and what
exist.
you're not supposed to do. We can't
You're
teach our
breeding
kids
your
when we
children
step
to
outside
adapt
these
to a
doors inside to
society
look
that
left
it
and right
should
for
not
a car.
exist.
They don't know what a car is if they don't go outside. So therefore,
You're
you have
breeding
to
your
be hard on
children
the
to
child.
adapt to a
In
society that should
society
not
alone, you
exist.
got to be hard on your kid. Because ain't nobody else outside going to have that same softness that you were supposed to have. Just like nowadays, you talk to mad females, right? A 2-parent household. The first thing you ask a female, what is it they looking for a man, right? They're going to say the same thing my daddy or my grandfather was to me, which is loving and all of that. But if you go outside in them streets, you're going to end up like me because you're looking for something that's not there and you're not prepared for it. So the same
You just
thing
told us you didn't even have that, Sam.
the same thing for the kids. My kids are not going to be prepared for life unless they know exactly what life is. They're not going to sit here and look at the news. These are kids we talking about.
They're still not going to know. They're still not going to know. They are not coming into the same
you
circumstances as you
You
did.
can't do that like that. You can't walk in front of a car or this is what's going to happen.
Change
Kids are very hard-headed. Kids are very hard-headed. Very.
Yo, so Sandy. Yeah, your neighbors are gonna call the cops on you.
No, they're not,
If
because
you
all
fighting
these noises
somebody
are
in
making
there.
my house sound like a ghost town. They can't say nothing.
Man.
They better be
All
looking.
right,
Ain't
listen,
got no
look.
broomstick going up and down the walls.
Listen, look. What I realize here is that we are at a dead end with you. There's no compromise. You see, and what I believe is when
That's
we
not a
have these
good thing.
conversations, yeah, we
I
should
feel
be
like
able
we
to
should have
say,
another.
okay,
We should have another single mother on this panel because I can't. It's hard.
I could have raised
Like
that.
being a single
a
mother is the
two-family
ideal
household
situation.
because
This is not
it's
an ideal
different.
situation.
It's different. Everybody is different. Everybody's situation is different. When it comes, like I personally, no disrespect, Tay, I love you to death, but
Why single fathers never say that they have to talk to their kids like that?
I feel like you can't speak when it comes to a kid's situation. You can't.
Why does single fathers, Sandy? Why single fathers never say they need to talk to their kids like that?
For one, because a single father has that oomph already. They already have that. Like for example,
you got that oomph too.
Hold on, wait. For example, I would sit here and tell my daughter 4 or 5 times.
I just caught that.
Right? 4 or 5 times, boom. Let my uncle come over here. Tell her one time not to do something and it's straight. Mind you, my uncle barely seen her, but she listens when it comes to a man because y'all got that deepness in the voice. We don't have that.
You got it.
Oh, I definitely do. But I'm not going to sit here and continue to talk like that. I'm not. Then I'll really be wanting to know why I can't find a man because they sitting here wondering, thinking if I am one. So right. No. I'm not gonna do it. Like I already had that issue with the small dots. So it's like, no, I'm not finna voice deepening is
okay, Sandy. So let's just before we go, I would like for you to take what I'm about to say and really like ingest this if you can. Work on yourself. Hold on. Work on yourself in order to be the woman that is the opposite of how you've been to help you find the man that you need. Because everything you're telling me right now on how this situation started is letting me know why you may have experienced situations with men that are undesirable for your outcomes. And it sounds like you were raised hard and things that happened to you in life made you obviously who you are. And it's not attractive to men.
And that's fact.
You might be, you're a beautiful woman, and I think the world will look at you and say, "Let me get to know you." And I know you a little better because honestly, when you and I met, within the first 2 days, we had an argument.
No, it wasn't.
It
was the first day.
It was the first. Okay, there we go. The first day I met you, me and you got into an argument. The third day I met you, we argued again.
Oh, it was the fourth.
Okay. Okay. So, right. But I know the sides of you that's hard, and I'm like, yo, you got it's going to stop you from getting the results. And also, the last thing I want is for our babies, meaning your baby, to be outside and feeling like she needs to be hard or they need to be hard because the world is hard. No, there's a way to teach your kids to navigate this world using intelligence than anger and frustration. Because what happens with people that do that is as a boy, you stepped on my shoes, my lack of emotion is going to end up making me put you in the ground.
But
What
who
happens to
said
young ladies
anything?
is they
Who
end
said
up
anything like that? I never said anything about
because you don't know
But
because Sandy, the bad part is that the one thing that you don't understand is how men deal with women off of how their mothers treated them or how their mothers talk to them. You don't understand that because you are not a man.
exactly.
Right. So a lot of men, and I talk to men, and they tell me the same thing. My mother, you see a lot of aggravated and men that's in jail. There's a reason why the majority of the population of black men that's in jail came from single mother households. It's because the lack of self-control that they have that they learned.
But that has nothing
So
to do with that.
just because
Man,
you're
right?
used, I'm not saying it doesn't. That's not the point. The point is that because your situation is dealt to you the way that it is, you still can change the way you deal with your children. That's the point. You can't help with whatever this nigga chooses to do. He's gone. You now have to learn how to navigate the situation better so your children don't resent women and people. Period.
They don't. My oldest son is a titty man. Love him.
What does
My
that
youngest
mean?
son, like, what do you like? My kids love. That's what I'm saying.
Titties?
My kids love.
yeah,
Like they do. They love. The whole titty thing is because you was like resenting females. Like, nah, my sons love females. That's why I said
I'm
twins.
not saying that. I'm not saying because
Titties?
your sons are not adults dealing in the world with
He do.
hardships and people
I ain't
yet.
even gonna lie. He
How old is your son?
11, 7, and 1. 11. My
So
oldest
you
is 7,
you still
and then I
got
got my 1-year-old
children.
daughter.
I have a 25-year-old son, and I'm gonna tell you this.
He was born
Me
early
now,
90s when men were still men.
You got a 25-year-old
no,
year old son? Is he single?
yeah, damn.
Like, are you
Actually,
in a
he is.
relationship?
But
Don't you
the
have a
thing
man
with
you
my son,
in love with?
now the thing with my son, that you could say that my son grew up with a single mother because me and the mother broke up when I was 18. Right. So now
You
if you look
still
at my
involved
son,
in
if
this
you
life,
look at my
though,
son
right?
right now, I was involved, but he was
Different.
primarily raised by his mother. But I picked a woman that had self-control on how she talked to him. So guess what? Now he's 25, no kids, no baby mamas. He started a security business in New York City, got his gun license. He does security for top clients, right? On top of that, he works for Brick. He does 3 jobs, has his own house. He's doing his thing in New York City, right? And it's all because it's a way to raise them. So whatever you're talking about, I've been through, just in a different way. And I've watched other women deal with it in a different way other than anger. It's not the only way, Sandy.
It's not
And what we're trying to
anger.
help you understand is that what we're trying to help you understand is the moment you say, get the fuck up, that's anger.
It's not anger.
That's not love.
That's just like, bro, boom. Because yo, when I first moved down here, son, yo, I kept getting mad harsh shit. So boom, like I'm like, yo, what up, dummy? Oh, you calling me a dummy? Nah, like I'm just saying, like, what up? Like, what's up? What's going on? Like I said, it's not anger. Everybody's different. You gotta understand, I'm from
Yeah.
Baltimore, Maryland. So if I'm
Maybe
telling
I've
them
been
to
in the
get their
South
ass
too
up,
long.
it ain't
I've
like
been
I'm,
in the
yo, get
South
y'all
too long.
motherfucking
And
ass
girl,
up, I'll beat y'all
say
asses. It
something.
ain't that. It's get y'all asses up.
Listen. I'm from New York, born and raised. My father was a
Oh, you
corrections
a
officer.
different
My
type of New York.
stepmother
You
was
a
in
different type
corrections.
of New York, K.
That
K.
is how I was raised.
You a
And I'm
different
trying to
type.
tell you, like, I came down here and I fell in love with a man from Texas. I couldn't talk to him like that. And it didn't work out because I wouldn't change. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I've learned and I'm still learning, and just listen. It's not going to benefit in the long run by having that aggression. I get that that's how we were raised, but that is a problem. It's a problem the way we were raised. We should not
And
have been
there's a
spoken to
problem
like
with
that,
all of
and
the
we can't
Yankees
talk
up
to our
north.
children like that. Listen, we
The
can't keep
problem.
doing this as women.
The
We
whole
cannot
up
keep
north,
doing this
Baltimore,
because my
New
grand.
Jersey,
Listen, I
Philly
took care
is
of
a
my
problem with
grandmother for
everybody up north.
3 years. My grandmother does not speak like that. My auntie does not speak like that. I spoke like that. I wasn't around them. I was around the correction officer. I was around my mother that did crack for 25 years. I was around my father that had sex with my mother and was on correction, was a captain. I was spoken to like an inmate. I was trained how to survive off commissary. I was trained of how to make shanks and know where to hide them in case I went to jail. That's not healthy. But at the
That's
same
you. I'm
token,
not teaching my
but
kids
at the
that.
that's what I'm trying to tell. Listen, we can teach
All I'm
different
telling
things
them is to
differently.
get their
The
ass up.
ultimate
I'm not
goal
telling
is
them go get your got
the
and bang.
ultimate
I'm not
goal
telling them none
is
of that. Get your ass
eventually
up and go to school. That's it.
you get to a point where you realize all of that shit's not necessary. You can be soft, and being soft and having things rooted in love is always going to be what God wants for us moving forward. That's it. That's the whole shebang bizzle. You cannot have that same level. You not do you pray to God like, yo, God, dead ass dummy? I pray to God, yo, God,
I
dead ass
talk.
dummy.
I dead ass
Yo,
do.
I dead
I
me.
dead
Like you're
ass
not praying.
do.
Like
I
that's
dead
not
ass do.
love,
I
bro.
dead ass do because it says, "Come as you are." You are to talk to God
That's
as
not
if
it, bro.
what?
That's
Boom.
it.
Would you
Also
talk to
says
your boss
humble
like that at
yourself
work?
before
Would you
me.
You
talk to
gonna
your boss like
Humble
that at work?
yourself
you gonna
before
talk to
me,
my
bro.
I
Like
can't.
humble
You said what?
yourself before.
Do you
It's
talk to your boss?
not.
Do you talk to your boss like that at work?
I don't see my boss.
If you had a boss,
We all gonna
I
learn.
would you
don't.
talk to
We
your
all
boss
gotta
like
live
that
and
at
My
learn.
work?
boss, but all my coworkers and mind you,
We
I
all
work
gotta
at
live
the
and learn.
hospital. We all talk like that, and I'm going to
We all
report
gotta
it.
live and learn.
I'm trying to tell you,
She pray to God to listen.
God Dizzle, like
We all
what do
gotta
you
live and
mean,
learn.
like?
Different
Hey yo,
lessons,
I'm
different
matter of
tests,
fact,
different
that ass
seasons.
like how I pray is, hey yo, God, I know I haven't talked to you in a minute, but I'm here now, and I just want you to know that I'm here to continuously stay consistent with you, regardless of the bullshit that I got going on. I hope that you sit here and understand where my heart is coming from and understand that I'm trying to change. That's how I talk to my God. Like it ain't like that's the
Try
same way I
talking to
talk to
him
my
more
But wait,
kids.
so
sensitively.
if you have, whenever you feel like God
Yeah,
don't listen to you, do you be like, yo, are you fucking
yeah.
listening to me? Do you talk
Thing
to God
is,
like that?
I never feel as if God's not listening because even if there's things that doesn't like when my car got, I'm mad as hell, but I'm not cursing at my God. I'm walking down the street 4 hours and some change talking about thank you God because he's letting me know that the blessing that he gave me, I was being selfish and I was taking it for granted. So regardless
Give
of
that to your
whatever
children.
situation, I'm a
So I
praise
know that
up,
So
down,
I know that
everywhere.
you have it in you to speak respectfully. Thank God. So please do that with your kids, please, y'all.
Yep. Just give that to the kid.
Don't be like that
That
mother in
point
that
right there,
video.
you got your car took. You could have wilded out. You could have called the finance company
Yeah.
and cursed them out. But instead, you thank God. Thank your
And
children
I
for
keep
being
it
here.
moving.
Thank you for being
And the
alive.
same
Wake
thing.
up, go to school, be soft, love
And they
them,
do.
kiss them,
When
hug them.
watch, you'll see
Goodbye.
because when Ari wake up, what Ari do, thank you God, and then she go about her motherfucking business. Like
Oh yeah,
again,
thank you.
it's not off of no harsh shit. Like it's just how niggas
I'm
talk to
not
their
saying you
kids.
do.
You feel me? Like just because I curse, hey yo, Ari, get that shit up for me right quick. She gonna get that shit up for me right quick. You feel me?
God,
And then she'll
don't
That's
baby
yeah,
like
crazy.
that.
or that bottom of it for me right quick. And then she'll be like,
Don't talk
God,
to the baby like that.
like it's
Don't
all
talk to
in
the
people
baby
raise
like
their
that.
kids
She's
differently. Like
precious.
I said, regardless, my kids are very smart, very intelligent, and they don't hide from nothing. They're not shamed of nothing, and they're not
Making me
scared
want
of
to cry,
the outside
Sandy.
door.
You see that?
The
And
You're
little
I
not
do
gonna curse
curse
at
at
God,
my
but
God because one thing
you're
people don't
cursing.
understand is when the Bible says don't curse, they're talking about cursing at the person, meaning F you and I want you to go to HEW. That's cursing at a person. The Bible does not speak on specific curse words. There's not one indirect stating that says you are not allowed to use the word fuck. You're not allowed to use the word ass. Not allowed to use the word cat. You can't. There's no words in the Bible.
Those words didn't exist in that time, Sandy. That's not. They use things
Like what
Exactly.
I'm saying,
They use
Tay,
parables.
I
in
know
that time.
that,
Those words didn't
Tay. I
exist.
understand that, Tay. But what I'm saying is, when people curse nowadays, they sit here and try to use the biblical term when it says "do not curse at thy neighbor." Them that's not understanding that cursing was completely different from what it is now.
Okay.
They're
All right, check
talking
it, right?
about cursing
So,
at somebody, not cursing
so
to.
okay,
So I'm not
Miss
cursing
Harmony, I
at
think
my
you
God. I'm
and
cursing
I
to my
could
God.
agree on
I'm
this.
talking.
I think you and I could agree on this, Miss Harmony. Sandy needs to have sex. 1 year is going way too long for Sandy
No, because
without
then I'll be
without
invested.
getting her cheeks clapped. You need to cut. You can do it respectfully, but you need some Peter, like bad, like
No,
bad, like
because the
bad,
last
like
time I
bad,
tried to
bad.
get
No,
some
just
Peter
love.
on Need
Just
to Marry,
love.
which will be coming out in December with this man right here on one of these squares, you'll see why.
Just love. Just
You'll
love.
see why.
This is crazy. This is
Because the
crazy.
We all
matchmaker
need
right here, I
love.
don't know what Cupid had going on, but this ain't Cupid. This is Quandarius right here.
He said,
Darius.
what the fuck?
Quandarius,
He
because
said
Cupid, I don't know,
the
Cupid,
demon
Quandarius,
logic is crazy.
Johnson.
Listen. I don't know. I
That
can't
was
help.
no match right there.
I can't help the demons in you, but I could love you for who you are. But even with that being said,
For the
I
person
know.
who speaks on demons, that means that you have to acknowledge the demon, which means you are a demon. You got to acknowledge them.
Damn.
I don't acknowledge no demon. I rebuke it. So therefore,
In
for
the
you
name,
to call somebody a demon, you have
say
I'm
in Jesus' name, in Jesus'
Amen.
name.
Won't you do it?
Amen. So check it, right? I'm gonna end the show here because I know Miss Harmony only had an hour and she gave us an extra half hour to try to talk some sense into Sandy. So I appreciate you, Miss Harmony, for being here. But so check it.
We love you.
I love
we just
her.
want to.
They gonna always argue because he swear up and down. I'm less than thou. Like I hold nothing. Like
when did I say that? Did I ever say that? Less than thou?
Less than
I
thou.
never. I say you're crazy as hell. I ain't never say you're less than thou.
I'm not.
I believe you. Oh, you crazy.
Opinion. And everybody been
you
through
crazy
things before you consider somebody crazy. Like Marlon Wayans, don't call me crazy. Like you got to understand where that person's coming from. Like I said,
oh no! The one thing I told you when I first met you was the reason why I rock with you is because you remind me of a lot of the women I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It's no different.
And don't care. I'm very blunt, honest, and I really don't care what nobody has to say.
Right. So it's not that I'm like, yo, I don't please don't ever think that I think you're less than, because that's so not the truth. You know what I'm saying? I just think you're crazy, but I don't think you're less than anything. Like that's not, you are valuable in your own way. Exactly. But with that being said,
that sounds like less than in all caps and sparkling letters.
I didn't say that. Yo, chill. Anyways, thank y'all for joining the show. Thank you, Sandy. I thought we would be able to come to some type of resolution, but I feel like every topic we talked about, we was all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. It's all love. Sandy, hurry up and get your cheeks clapped because this is crazy.
No,
you need
something. What just said? The whole conversation. Don't have sex before marriage.
You get a pass.
Now I get a pass. See what I'm talking about?
Yo, we gonna clip that.
Now I get a pass. Now I get a pass because I'm not crazy. No, I'm crazy.
You get a whole pass. Do you, boo boo? You know what I'm saying? Have fun.
No, for real, everybody, if everyone